What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? Welcome. Welcome to Ask Me Anything to a six-figure copywriter. If you have any questions about building a six-figure copywriting business, if you are curious how to make money online, if you're wondering how to live the laptop lifestyle, if you're wondering why you hear construction noises in the background of this stream, it's because I'm living in Thailand right now for the next few months. Just at a condo here. They're doing lots of building around this area. So welcome. Add your comments to the chat. Red plays 11 this year. Hey, go to bed. Isn't it like midnight back in Canada? No, it should be 1 a.m. actually after the time change. What's up, Vikram? What's up, Red? Go to bed. Actually, I guess it's the weekend. You're fine. You'll be okay. What's up, guys? This is literally my first ever live stream. So if this is like crazy, if you can't hear me, if everything's cutting out, if I look like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. But I don't care. I'm just here to help you guys build up your freelance copywriting businesses. Red, you're not staying up till 3 a.m. That is crazy. It's 13:49 p.m. in India. I don't know, what does that mean? I'm not on a 24-hour clock. I'm from Canada, so we just use like the 12-hour clock. Was that 1:49 p.m.? That's right. All my homies from India, you guys are here for sure because it's the afternoon. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just streaming from Thailand right now, so it's 3:20 p.m., which I guess on the 24-hour clock is 15:20. So yeah, that's sweet. Okay, so you guys are coming in from YouTube. Sweet. Hey, welcome everybody. There's like almost 30 people here, which is crazy. I was like thinking only like 5-10 people are gonna show up because I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and right now it's like 1 a.m. back home. And I think in the East Coast of like US and stuff, it's like 3 a.m. or something? But yeah. What's up, Gurpreet? You're coming in from Twitter. That's crazy. I'm just using like a streaming software. So I'm on YouTube and Twitter right now. So it's cool that I can see all you guys' comments coming in. It tells me where you're coming from. So yeah, we can get into it. So I'm here today just to answer you guys' questions. Any questions you have about building a six-figure copywriting business as a freelance copywriter, I'm here to help. I did it within 12 months. Back in 2019, so 6 years ago, I went from brand new copywriter, knowing nothing about copywriting, knowing nothing about online business, to I just started writing in Google Docs, started writing every single morning, got all the copywriting books, started doing power writing sessions in the morning, started hand copying sales letters, started looking at YouTube videos online, and basically just started from knowing absolutely nothing about copywriting to landing my first client in 6 weeks for a very cheap blog post for $15. This wasn't big money. I wasn't making 20K a month in 30 days. To quitting my job in 3 months, which I was working a 12-hour day job at the time, which was very stressful. It was so nice to get out of there and just finally just be my own boss. So 6 weeks out of my first client, going from beginner copywriter, knowing nothing about copy, 3 months, quit my job. At month 6, I fully left Canada, got on a plane with my wife. We didn't have kids at the time, so hopped on a one-way flight to Australia, chilled there for a month. We did like a camper van trip up the East Coast. Then we went to Thailand, and we're like, we're just gonna live on the cheap until we build this copywriting business up. And so I was making about $1,000 a month at the time, around the 6-month mark as a copywriter, living in Thailand, building the business up. I started learning email copy as well at that time, specialized in email, quickly went from $1,000 a month in month 6 to month 7, making $5,000 per month as a copywriter. The next month I made 7,000, landed my actually more than 7,000. I landed my first ever like big copywriting project and landed a $7,000 um, welcome email series, just a one-time project as my intro project for a new client who I later signed on a retainer for years. Um, and then quickly, just like things just blew up. It just started snowballing. I was making about $9,000 a month at the 12-month mark and have been making 6 figures per year ever since. So if you guys are interested in figuring out like how can you make money writing stuff in a Google Doc, how can you make money writing emails or blog posts or landing pages or Facebook ads or whatever, how can you quit your job? How can you make more money? How can you travel the world, have more free time, wake up whenever you want, do all this stuff, and fully provide for your family? Like if that's what you're looking for, I can give you all the details of how I did it, specifically with copywriting. I don't know if copywriting is the right thing for you on the other end here, but like it was it's in my opinion, it's the easiest way to make money online. It's the quickest way to make money online. And it's one of the most sustainable skills you could build to start any online business and to take into any business. And the reason is because copywriting is just sales. So stop thinking about copywriting like it's freelance writing or it's I'm a writer. Stop calling yourself a writer if you want to be a freelance copywriter who makes 6 figures and start calling yourself a marketer. This is a sales skill. All it is instead of talking face to face with people like this, we are taking the sales skills that face-to-face salespeople learn and putting it onto paper, or in our case, putting it onto a Google Doc, putting it into software online, and blasting it to the masses, which is why it's a better skill than face-to-face sales, because you're not restricted to 1v1. You can do 1 to a million. I've sent emails from myself, writing all by myself in my own time in 20, 30 minutes. I've written an email, sent it out to 100,000 people, and I've generated tens of thousands of dollars just like that. Like this skill is insane. And no, AI is not going to be taking out copywriters' jobs anytime soon. That's not how this works. AI is a tool. You can use it to leverage your outlines, your research, automate your research is where I use it the most. I don't really use it in the writing process, to be completely honest with you. I'm an OG copywriter. I just write. I use frameworks. I know my audience, and I write. And so your building this skill will serve you for life. It will serve you now to build up a 6-figure skill now, and it will serve you in any business going forward to be able to apply it and use it as leverage to take a business from here to here. That's what copywriting does. It helps you generate sales. And when you know how to generate sales for people, you can make more money because they will always give you a piece of the pie. If you can say to someone, hey, you give me $1 and I'll turn it into $10, they're going to make that trade every single time. Let's dive into some of your guys' questions. What's up, Gurpreet, Vikram, Cheech, Sawyer? Hold on. Oh no, that's a different Sawyer. Gurpreet. Yeah, okay, let's dive into some questions here. Okay, so Gurpreet, you say I'm finding it very difficult to sign clients. Okay, coming in from YouTube now. Okay, I've done a lot of outreach, but still can't find clients. One of my ICP is asking me case studies, but I don't have any. What do I do now? Beautiful question, Gurpreet. That is one of the best questions you can ask. Somebody's asking me for case studies. What do I do? How do I sign clients? The reality is, as a new copywriter, if you want to sign clients, it takes 2 things. 2 things alone to sign a client as a copywriter and start making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 plus dollars per month. What do you need? What are the 2 things you need as a copywriter? And in fact, this is as any service business. 2 things: trust and proof. If you have trust, you can sign a client without them knowing anything about your results. For example, if your best friend owns a business and you tell him, hey, I write copy now, guess how easy it is to sign him? That easy. You're making thousands instantly. Why? Because you have trust. You've generated, this is a warm lead. You've generated a lot of trust with this person where they don't need to see a bunch of case studies to know that you're going to do good work for them. They just need to know who you are and that you're a good person and you have a strong character and you work hard, which if you have a good reputation with friends, family, coworkers, local businesses, networking locally, You just start telling them, hey, I can grow your business. You're going to sign them like that. You have trust. What about online, right? What if you're going online and you don't have trust with an audience when you go out and pitch somebody because you're a complete stranger to them? Then you have to lean on this second thing, which is proof. You need to show proof. If you don't know somebody online, you have to try harder to prove to them that if they give you money, a stranger on the internet, you're going to get them results. What do you do? How do you stack proof? Well, if you've been studying copywriting for any amount of time, you'll understand that proof is everything in copy. So outreach is very simple. When you study copywriting, you get the books, Adweek Copywriting Handbook, Cashvertising, when you get Ogilvy on advertising, when you get the boron letters, when you get scientific advertising, when you actually just read the fundamental copywriting books and you start diving into what copywriting is, you'll learn very quickly what proof is. And it's essential to sell. Proof is key to sales. So you want to know who the best people are at landing clients and outreach? It's the people who understand copywriting the most and apply it to their outreach. So what do you do, Gurpreet, when your ISP is asking you for case studies, but you don't have any? It's very simple. So when you're new, how do you build proof? Well, you need case studies. What's a case study? A case study is where you show a potential client that you did a project for somebody, they were in this position, you did a project for them, and now they're in this position. Client over here was making $10,000 a month in revenue. Then I came in and started writing 4 emails for them each month. Now they're making $20,000 a month. I doubled their revenue in 30 days. And here's a testimonial to back it up. And here's the work I did to back it up. And here's the case study. So the case study is the sample, the project, telling the story of what you did for somebody, and a testimonial to show you that you actually got results. And the screenshots and the person on the other end showing you that you actually did this. That's a case study. It's just showing, I did work for somebody, here's the results, and here's them telling you on the other end that yes, he's not a crazy person, he actually did the thing. That's a case study. So what do you do when you don't have a case study? What do you do when you're trying to pitch clients as a brand new copywriter and you have no proof, you have no case study, you have no results, you have no testimonials, you have no samples, you got nothing? What do? Because if you have no proof and you have no trust, you're not landing any clients. What do you do in that situation? I'll tell you what you do. It's actually very simple. You create proof. You create trust and you create proof. First of all, stop cold emailing people. Stop cold DMing people. Stop pitching hundreds of cold DMs and cold emails. Stop sending non-personalized automated software, spammy AI robot outreaches. They don't work anymore. This stuff worked years ago. This is playing the game on hard mode. Instead, what you want to do is warm people up first. So remember, trust and proof. Those 2 levers, those are the 2 things you can pull on as a copywriter to land clients. If you have a lot of trust, you don't need much proof. If you have a lot of proof, you don't need much trust. So you can go and pitch cold people. When you have like 1,500 case studies, like you can just go cold pitch people and you're going to sign them like that. They don't need to know who you are. They see the proof, boom, 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 boom. So much proof, they're in. When you don't have that, build on trust. How do you build trust? You get to know people. You turn people from cold to warm. So here's what you're going to do, Gurpreet. When you don't have case studies and your ICP is asking you for proof, 1, you go turn them from stranger to friend. You go put more effort into that. How do you do that? Go engage with them on social media. If these are strangers on the internet, you're a stranger on the internet. You need to go out there and prove you're not a scammer, prove you're not a spammer, prove you're not an AI robot, prove you're not there to take someone's money and leave them high and dry. Prove that you're genuine. Prove that you have good character. Prove that you want to help their business. And prove that you know copy. So what do? Go follow them. I'm literally just going to tell you the secrets. This is what I teach all of my copywriting students who pay me money, thousands of dollars, and guys who take my course. Okay? Go follow them. Look at who you're targeting online, your prospect. Go follow them. Go like their stuff. Go like their posts. Go comment on their posts. Go DM them to start a conversation. Right? Follow, like, comment, DM. This is how you take someone from stranger or a very, very cold lead, someone who's a stranger who doesn't know you, and turns them all the way into a warm lead, someone who starts to know who you are. When you do those little tiny things, you start to build trust. And when you build trust and proof, those two levers, you can land clients. People will pay you their hard earned money, they'll pay you thousands of dollars over the internet. Now, what else can you do to generate proof though? Right? Gurpreet, you're asking about, well, I don't have a case study yet. I don't have work yet. You know what you do? You go get work for free, for cheap, at all costs. Go call up your cousin, go call up your brother, go walk the business down the street, go look, whoever has any kind of business online or offline. Somebody who has a local coffee shop, someone who does construction. Go find people in your network on your social media. Go pull out the contacts app in your phone. Go look in here, pull out your contacts, scroll through every single person and say, who has a business? And go and pitch them. But don't just ask. Don't just say, hey man, can you just pay me some money and I'll write some copy for you? Like nobody, what's in it for them? Go show some value. Go look at their business, go look at their marketing, go look at their website, go look at their emails, go look at their ads, go see what they're doing wrong and conduct an audit. Go look at all of their marketing and their current copy. And from there, give them tips. Tell them what they're doing wrong. Your website, it's clunky. There's 5 call to actions. I don't know. Nobody knows what to do. Your social media, your posts aren't engaging. You need to hook people better. Your email list, your sign up form is weak. It's very generic. So if you don't have proof, if you don't have case studies, your number one job should not be to go land $1,000 client today. That should not be your mission. Your mission when you're brand new is to create 3 case studies as soon as humanly possible. It doesn't matter if it's free work, go do the free work. Doesn't matter if it's cheap work, go do the cheap work. It doesn't matter if it's online and it's your perfect ICP, go to your cousin who has a construction company, who has a roofing business. Go to the shop down the road, the coffee shop, and pitch them. Go get whatever you can do. Literally, if somebody really wanted to, within 3 days, you could have three clients for free by just putting yourself out there in your current network. Everybody right now in their current network has a client. They just haven't had the courage to go talk to them, reach out to them. So what you want to do is go approach them by looking at their business first. Look at their marketing first. Go write an audit. That's what you need to do. Go give them tips. You want to know how to land clients? You want to know how to generate proof when you don't have any proof, no case studies? You enter the door as a consultant. You give advice. You give them information that's going to help them, whether they hire you or not. And when you do that and you give good enough advice, which if you're studying copywriting every day, if you got the books open every day, if you're writing copy every day, at least for an hour or two, you're going to know more than the average business owner within 30 days. If you do this for 1 hour a day, if you just study for even 1 hour a day, you're going to see things in people's marketing that they're doing wrong, that they need to do to improve. You're going to see people's headlines that are not promising enough, they have no hook, there's no attention grabbing juice in them, and you're going to be able to give them tips to improve their headlines. So you need to do whatever you can to generate proof. It first starts by getting in the copywriting books, studying copy. It then goes to approaching businesses, friends, family, coworkers, whoever you know, free, cheap, doesn't matter. Build case studies at all costs. Stop going after the dollars. Start going after the knowledge. Stop going after the dollars. Start going after the information, right? Stop trying to earn. Start trying to learn. That's what your number one mission should be when you're brand new, is to get a client at all costs, to generate proof at all costs, to do free or cheap work, doesn't matter, just to build case studies. The case study proving that you know how to write copy that gets results. Because the moment you have a case study where there's proof of results, that will be the thing that will land you the $1,000 plus client. That's what you got to do. Okay, let's answer some more questions. Hopefully that helps you out a bit, Gurpreet. Let me know if you go ahead and ask a follow-up question. Gurpreet, if you want to know a bit more. Okay, Devang, I'm gonna totally butcher your name probably. Devang Rout. Anyways, Devang from YouTube. Hey, I've been practicing writing copy by hand twice and understanding the frameworks using them. Your swipe file is really useful. Okay, that's not a question, just a comment. That's awesome. Keep writing copy by hand. Yeah, so you want to know, like, someone else asked, how do I get better at writing copy? That is, I'm totally gonna screw up your name too. Abdul Kadir. Okay, Abdul Kadir. How do I get better at writing copy? And Devang, you've been practicing writing copy by hand. You want to know how you get better at writing copy? You write every single day, no matter what. Make it your new identity. Call yourself a copywriter, and what does a copywriter do? They write copy every day. So set aside 1 hour a day, ideally first thing in the morning. Best time to do it. It's when your brain's fresh, there's no distractions. Go write. Just write anything. Power writing sessions. Like just get the reps in. Write anything, almost like a diary or a journal, first thing in the morning. Set a timer for 30 to 60 minutes and just powerhouse it. Just write as much as you can. Get your word count in daily. That's the first thing you want to start doing. Second thing you want to start doing to get better at writing copy, start picking up copywriting books and reading them. Like there's guys like me and other copywriters online, digital copywriters in 2025, who can show you what works today. And I've generated results. I've gotten over $1 million in sales for clients with email. I've made over $570,000 over the past few years in personal profit from copywriting. But nothing beats going back to the OGs like David Ogilvy, who's generated hundreds of millions, like Gary Halbert, who's generated over $1 billion, like Claude Hopkins, John Carlton, Gary Bensavinga, going to these OGs, John Caples, like go back to all these guys, the OGs of copy. Go read their books. Go spend the $20. Like anybody can afford $20. Anybody can do it. And you know what? A lot of these guys, you can go find the PDFs online. You can go find YouTube videos of the audiobooks. Get in the copywriting books. You can learn a lot from us modern digital copywriters, but you can learn a ton from the OGs. Fundamental frameworks, principles, direct response marketing, like nothing beats what those guys have done. And I have not come close to generating hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. So there's something those guys know that I still don't even know, and I'm still learning. So get in the books. If you're not sure what book to start with, people always ask, what book should I start with? Start with the Adweek Copywriting Handbook by Joseph Sugarman. I'll say this again because it's my number one starting place, and I think it's like $20 on Amazon. The Adweek Copywriting Handbook. If you haven't picked it up yet, if you don't know where to start with copywriting, if you're brand new to copy, if you have no idea what copywriting even is, and you're just starting, go pick up this book and start reading it every day. It's not a race. Don't try to finish it as quick as you can. Just read it every day. Write every day. Read copywriting books every day. Third thing you want to do, okay? Abdul Kadir, how do I get better at writing copy? You write you write every day. There's no, like when you do power writing sessions in the morning, no strings attached. There's no prompt. There's no, just write. Just get your reps in. Doesn't matter what you write. You just want to practice your basic writing skills first. Second thing, read copywriting books, starting with the Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Third thing you want to do, hand copy sales letters and ads. Go back to the OGs. I'll actually link to my $2 billion swipe file. I don't know how I'm going to do it. This is my first time doing a live stream, so like I'll figure it out. I'll put a link in here somewhere or put it in the YouTube video after or Twitter comments or something, but I'll link to the swipe file. Anybody who's here at the end, I'll just put it in here. I have a swipe file of I think it's like 79 classic sales letters and ads over the past like 60, 70 years. Some of these sales letters and ads have generated, one of them generated $2 billion in sales. Some of them have generated hundreds of millions. What you want to do is take these sales letters, take these ads, take these winning pieces of copy, take that, and what you want to do is literally just write it out by hand. Take what you see, find it. I'll send you the swipe file. I'll put it in here in the comments. And look at some of these ads. Go start with Gary Halbert if you're not sure. Look at his sales letters. He's the GOAT. Okay, if you're not sure, who should I look for? Who's the GOAT of copy? Gary Halbert. He is the guy who has sold the most. Therefore, he is the GOAT. $1 billion in copywriting sales. Go take his sales letters. Go put them up on your screen. Go get a piece of paper and a pen and write it out word for word by hand. Do not change it. Do not optimize it. Just you take the exact words that have sold millions and you write them out by hand every single day. Then, if you want to take it to the next level, go take that piece and analyze it and study. Why did this sell millions? What's with the headline? Why is the hook so good? Why is the headline so good? Why is the lead so good? Why is the social proof so good? Why is the call to action so good? What are the bullet points? Where are the features? Where are the benefits? What's all the stuff? Is there urgency? Is there scarcity? Where's the credibility and the proof? Analyze it. Look at it. Why is it affecting you? And write some notes on it. So those are the three things. You want to get started as a copywriter? It's very simple. Write every day. Doesn't matter about what. Just start writing. 60 minutes. Just go for it. You do less than 60, you're not serious about copywriting. If you want to hit 6 figures in a year, you're going to write 60 minutes minimum. I was writing about 2 to 3 hours a day when I was brand new. So if you want to know the secret, what's the secret to becoming a 6-figure copywriter fast? Write more, study more, pitch more. It's very simple. You spend 1 hour a day doing all three of those. I would be shocked if you're not making at least $5,000 a month within 12 months. If you write for 1 hour, if you study copy for 1 hour, if you outreach for 1 hour, 3 hours a day, I'll literally put money on it. Come back in a year, I'll give you $100 if you're not making $5,000 a month minimum. If you do those three things every day, 1 hour each. Write, study, pitch. That's the secret. That's the big secret. You just do more. Do more than the next guy who writes 5-10-minute tweets and Instagram posts and calls himself a copywriter, and then scrolls and goes on TikTok and does nothing and plays video games. If you want to get results fast as a copywriter, go put your video games and Netflix on pause for a bit. Go put your partying on pause for a bit. That's what I did. I got fast results because I just stopped doing certain things and started doing other things. I started treating copy like a business, not a side hustle. So let's get into some more questions here. Sawyer asked, sorry, I missed your question. Sawyer asked, what is a copywriter? A copywriter, great question. What is a copywriter? A copywriter is simply somebody who sells products and services with the written word. To pull back even a little bit further, a copywriter is just somebody who persuades someone to do something with the written word. So it doesn't even have to be selling products and services. It can be convincing somebody of an idea. And I would say at its core, at the basics of what a copywriter really is, they're just a communicator, and the communicator who communicates with the written word. So the best copywriters in the world, it's not even about being I think there's a lot of pressure on new copywriters that they think it's all about becoming a master of persuasion and psychological hacks and all these things. And yeah, you need to learn that stuff. You need to learn consumer psychology and how to hook people and how to keep people engaged, and how to convince people to buy something and how to tap into emotions. But the best copywriters in the world that I know, they're just clear communicators, and they clearly communicate. They communicate clearly with the written word. So that could be writing website copy, that could be writing emails, that could be writing social media posts, that could be writing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, that could be writing video sales letters, that could be writing commercials, billboards, pamphlets, flyers, that could be writing Burger King's menu. When you go to Burger King, look up on the wall. A copywriter wrote the pricing and the menu and helped organize that. A copywriter, all a copywriter is somebody who writes the words for a business with the intention to sell more. So the reason copywriting is such a good thing to go into, and why thousands of people are going into it in 2025, the reason is because a copywriter at its core is just a salesperson. But instead of selling face-to-face, you sell with your words on a piece of paper that goes into an email or a website or an ad. And that copy you write to sell, you can sell to millions of people at the same time. So you can scale your skill. And if you sell for business owners, the reason business owners will pay you tons of money is if you know how to sell a lot with emails or with sales pages, if you can sell a lot of people's products, they will give you a piece of the pie, just like regular sales. So if you can take someone's sales page and they generated $1 million a year in revenue from their sales page, you write them a new sales page, and that new sales page, the copy that you wrote, now they're generating $2 million a year just because you changed the writing, which that's the power of copy. Simply changing the words can generate a massive increase in sales. If you can take a business from generating $1 million a year to $2 million a year because you wrote a new sales page for them that just performs better, you're going to get a piece of that pie. They'll give you a piece of that 1 million. How much would they give you? I don't know, roughly 100,000, 200,000. So depending on the scale at which you're writing, the impact of your copy, like that's how much money you can make with this. It's there's no limit to it. That's why it's so good. So that's a copywriter. Copywriter writes words to persuade people. Primarily, the most common forms of copywriting would be like writing sales pages on websites. So the writing you see on people's websites to sell products and services. It would be, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, the scripts that go behind those video ads, so VSLs and stuff like that. And this would also be like emails. So writing emails for businesses to communicate through email marketing. Okay, so that's copywriting. Okay, I've got a lot more comments here to go through. Can we find clients on School App? Absolutely, Vikram, you 100% can. In fact, Vikram, School App, one of my copywriting students right now, so a guy that I'm doing one-on-one coaching with, his niche is literally school community owners. So like, typically I'd recommend to start, like pick a niche that's like fitness or finance or SaaS or pets, like pick like a topic or like an industry. But for him, it was his idea actually, is what about just like targeting specifically like school community owners, which oftentimes these are coaches, consultants, course creators, and obviously community owners. So that's his niche. And I've been working with him for a couple months, and he has landed a fitness coaching business. So he landed a $2 million a year in revenue fitness coaching business through school. So the company does $2 million a year. He landed them for a 10% revenue share deal for email. He has landed a I just want to be careful not to share too personal of information, but he landed a language coach through school. So this is another school community owner who is a language coach. Another guy he landed is he teaches online how to sell like AI services to businesses. So he's landed guys in like different categories, like basically like make money online space, the fitness space, and the language, like learning a language space, all because he's targeting school community owners. I think school is one of the best opportunities. Like you absolutely, like what I would recommend if you're going to go find clients on school, Vikram, is go learn about info products, go learn about coaching, go learn about courses, go learn about selling information, which, you know what the cool thing is, a lot of the OG sales letters and ads, like stuff that Gary Halbert would write. And I'll put in a swipe file later on, a free download, this $2 billion swipe file, which is a 79 classic sales letters and ads from the OGs that you can use to study, hand copy, and get practice in every day. I'll put that here at the end of the stream. A lot of these guys, what they were selling with direct mail, like Gary Halbert, they were often selling information products like, hey, here's like, discover the amazing like blackjack secret of whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or like, it was oftentimes, they were often selling information products. So learning how to sell information, and that would be targeting business owners that are course creators, coaches, consultants, community owners, stuff like that. It's really good to learn from people like Gary Halbert. So that's a good place to start. Absolutely, you can use school to go target people. It's a really good place. Okay, Cedric, IGR. Should I show them case studies from previous work, even if it's not related to this type of service I want to pitch them? Good question. So if you're going to go after a particular niche, let's just say you're going after a fitness coach, but you have, we'll just say this, you're pitching emails for fitness coaches, but you wrote website copy for your construction cousin who does construction. Should you still show them that if you want to pitch them? It depends. If you don't have any results, any case studies or whatever, sure, show them proof of your work. Show them a testimonial. Like showing them something is better than nothing. If you go show up empty-handed, try to pitch somebody and they're like, show me some work. Well, show them what you've done, even if it's totally unrelated to what they're doing. It's something. If somebody says, show me your work, and you don't show them anything, that's not exactly a good look. But the goal is to build up case studies in your specialty and niche as soon as you can. So then you actually have something that's relevant to them. Okay, Cheech, let's say you have 5 hours every day to put in getting amazing at copywriting. How would you personally use that time? What would your routine be? Awesome question. So let me see if I click this, do you guys see this? Oh, that's sweet. Okay. This is my first ever live stream. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's cool. Okay, so there we go. Hey, it's on the screen. This is official. Let's say you have 5 hours every day put into getting amazing at copywriting. How would you personally use that time? What would your routine be? Okay, I'll just tell you. If I was starting from scratch, day one, today's day one, I got 5 hours. Let's just say I work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to bed. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a bedtime alarm straight up for like 9 p.m., 9 or 10 p.m. And I'm gonna wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm gonna crush it for at least 2 to 3 hours before my day job. So that's the first thing, is like, you need to get serious about your schedule and what you're doing with, like, you need to manage your time. You need to just like cut out Netflix or video games, or at least just reduce it. Don't binge Netflix for 2 hours every night. Maybe watch one show and then go write some copy or study or whatever. First thing is, though, like, wake up early. When you wake up, if you have 5 hours, there's like a fly flying around. If you have 5 hours every single day, first thing I'm going to do in the morning is I'm going to do a power writing session. I'm going to write for 60 minutes about anything. Just write. This is going to be like a diary or a journal, that kind of thing, where you just want to get the writing reps in. You have a writing muscle, so you need to exercise your writing muscle. You need to get the juices flowing. How do you get the juices flowing? Start writing anything. It's going to feel awkward at first. You're going to have no idea what to write at first. Just write about, you know what I wrote about? I wrote about my goals. I wrote about my why I was doing this, what my plans were, why I was going to be writing copy, what I wanted to do with my life, how much I hated my job and wanted to get out. And I just wrote for 60 minutes every morning. Start by doing that. That's the first thing, is just, you need to write every single day, no matter what. You cannot be a 6-figure copywriter if you are not going to write every day. Like, it's just not going to work. And it doesn't work to skip 2 days and then write for 3 hours on a Friday. Like, if you're like, you need to do this daily. You need to consider this a habit as much as it is to eat breakfast and shower and go to work in the morning and drink water. Like, you need to write copy as if your life depends on it. That's what you need to do. So start by doing power writing sessions first thing in the morning, at least 1 hour. After that, if you're brand new, you need to read copywriting books. You need to study the fundamentals of copy. Go get in the books. Go read for an hour. Go get Adweek Copywriting Handbook, and I would read that for 1 hour. And you know what I'd do after that? I'd go take a sales letter from an OG like Gary Halbert, and I would hand copy that for an hour. There's 3 hours right there. Now, what would I do with the rest of the time? I'd go get courses. I'd go get coaching. I would go look at YouTube videos. I'd go learn digital modern copywriting. I'd pick a specialty like emails, ads, or sales pages, and I would dive into that specific modern skill, and I'd practice that. So let's just say in the morning, 1 hour, I wake up, 1 hour of power writing sessions like a journal or diary. Number 2, read copywriting book for 1 hour, because I don't know anything about copywriting, so I'm going to learn from the guys who've sold hundreds of millions and just put the knowledge inside my brain. Third thing I do, hand copy a sales letter. Pick Gary Halbert sales letter and just write it out word for word by hand. Fourth thing I'm going to do, like, I'm going to go, pick a specialty. Let's just say I pick emails. I'm going to go sign up to a bunch of people's email lists who write emails really well. Hint, hint, you can go sign up to my email list. Go find my link somewhere, whether you're on your YouTube or Twitter, go to my bio, join my email list. Go look at other people who are writing emails and writing them well, and start hand copying their emails. So now you're hand copying OG sales letters and ads, and now you're also learning how to write emails, specific type of copy. And I'd practice that every day. And with the 5th hour, what I would do, go through courses, go get coaching, go get feedback. Like, you want to know one of the quickest ways to get really good really quickly? Write copy, study copy, and pitch clients. And here's the bonus one. Get feedback on your writing from an experienced copywriter. Hint, hint, this is a subtle pinch to go apply for my coaching, or anyone else. It doesn't have to be me. Like, go find an experienced copywriter who knows what they're doing and get them to review your work. Just like you'd be at school and writing, in school, but writing boring writing that's not going to get you any money. And instead, Get someone who knows what they're doing to analyze your stuff and give you feedback in real time. Take that, do that every day if you have 5 hours, and like in between going for walks, you know, like downtime stuff, going for walks, drives, doing the dishes, whatever, go listen to podcasts, go listen to audiobooks, go listen to YouTube videos, subscribe to my YouTube. Like go like you know what why I got results quick as a new copywriter, why I got my first client in 6 weeks, quit my job in 3 months, hit my first 5,000 in 7 months, why I hit my first 9,000 in 12 months, why I was able to quit my job, like move halfway around the world, retire my wife, and be making 6 figures within 1 year. Why did that work for me? Like all it comes down to is I just immersed myself in copywriting. Like there's anybody who tells you like this is super easy, you're gonna be able to get 20K a month in the next 30 days if you buy my course. Like I would run as far as you can away from them because they're just liars. It doesn't work like that. Um, if you want to move quick, you need to immerse yourself in this and stop treating it like an online side hustle and start treating it like a real business. And so what I did was, on my drive to work, because you know what I did when I was building my copywriting up? I was working a 12-hour day job. So I would have an hour and a half drive to work and an hour and a half drive back. What would I do at that time when I was learning copywriting? Dude, I was listening to David Garfinkel's copywriting podcast, which was like the only one at the time. I was getting copywriting knowledge in on the drive. I made use of every second of every hour of every day to learn, to watch videos, to read books, to go through courses, to write copy, to hand copy sales letters, to just like fuel my body and my soul with copywriting and marketing. So what happened by the time I put pen to paper the next morning? Stuff just starts flowing out of you because you're so full of copy knowledge day in and day out. Now, I'm not going to tell you like every second of every day you have to put something, like take breaks too. Give your brain time to rest. You can still watch Netflix and play video games. Just don't be binging for 2-3 hours a night. Like, but those are the things that I would do. I would do those things. My exact routine would probably shift over the course of the first 2 to 4 weeks as I go from brand new knowing nothing to like diving into a specialty. But those are kind of the things, Cheech, that I would work on if I was a brand new copywriter, if I have 5 hours a day. Okay, Reaper1 says, how would you write a killer Facebook ad? What's the basic framework or persuasion structure you would use so that we get maximum, let's just click on this, maximum CTR, which is click-through rate. So Facebook ads. So first off, you guys need to learn copywriting frameworks. So before you dive into, I'm going to be an email guy, I'm going to be a Facebook ad guy, I'm going to be a sales page copywriter, go learn the fundamentals of copy. Once you understand how humans tick, once you understand consumer psychology, when you know how humans operate and you know how to tap into their emotions and you know how to hook people and you know copywriting frameworks like AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action, and you know copywriting frameworks like PAS, problem, agilate, solution. When you know how these copywriting frameworks work, you can simply copy, paste, and apply them to anything, whether it's emails, sales pages, or Facebook ads. So step 1 to writing a killer Facebook ad, get into the fundamentals, learn frameworks, learn copy frameworks. In terms of like actual like nuance and tactics, I'll just say this, I have never specialized into Facebook ads. So that's not my core specialty. My core specialty is actually email copywriting. I've written Facebook ads, I've written sales pages, I've written blog posts, I've done these other things. My core thing's email. What I'd recommend for you, if you want to write a killer Facebook ad, number 1, learn copy frameworks. Number 2, here's a little sneaky secret for all you guys. If you want to get really good at writing Facebook and Instagram ads and stuff like that, Facebook ad library. Go to Google, type in Facebook ad library. And what it is a database of every single Facebook and Instagram ad in existence from every single company on earth. Go look at the top dogs and it'll show you every Facebook ad, every Instagram ad. Go look at swipe files. I never write copy. Well, I can't say I never write copy from scratch, but I never start from square one with a blank page and be like, oh, what should I write? You never have to start your copy from scratch. Go look at what other people are doing. Go look at swipe files. Go read books. Go look at OG swipe files like classic sales letters and ads. I'll put a link to a swipe file in a bit. And Then go look at modern copywriting in your specialty. So if you want to write really killer Facebook ads, go look at really killer Facebook ads. Go into Facebook ad library. It's a free tool. Just go to Google, Facebook ad library, click your country, just click United States if you're not sure, or worldwide, click show all ads and click show active ads. And what it will do is this library will literally show you every single ad ever for every company. It's public. It's like a huge public library that companies can't hide their stuff. You can go see Apple's ads, Nike's ads, every huge top company. You can see the little guy. Like if you're like, oh, I'm going after so Reaper One. If you're going after, let's just say fitness coaches, and you got to write Facebook ads for fitness coaches, dude, go type in fitness coach into Facebook ad library and see what kind of ads pop up. And here's a little sneaky secret to take it to the next level. Filter by active ads so you just see ads that are currently live. Then look at the date that they started running the ad. If you want to know what ads are performing well, like a really good indicator, go look at the date that they started, and the further back that they started that ad and it's still an active ad, pretty good odds that ad's making good money. Otherwise, they wouldn't still be pouring money into it if it's not. So go start there. Again, ads are not my main specialty, but like this is where you want to start. Go look at what other people are doing. Go look at ads that you know are performing well. Check the start date. The further back it is, if it's older than a month, 2 months, 3 months, that's probably a good ad. Go swipe it, screenshot it, save it, create a swipe file folder, and start there. And then apply that, use those principles and apply that to your ad. So that's that. Okay. Just going through more of you guys' comments here. Sorry, there's a big backlog here. I'm just going to go through one by one. Vikram asks, do I need more than 100 followers to land my first client? Absolutely not. Guess how many followers I had when I landed my first client? Just take a wild guess. You can type in the comments. How many followers do you think I had when I landed my first ever copywriting client? Did I have 100? Did I have 1,000? Did I have 10,000? M. Brown, you have the right answer. You get a cookie. Michael, you are correct. You get a cookie. I'm not giving you a cookie. Mr. Beast will give you that to you. You can go reach out to him sometime. But I had absolutely no followers. You do not need followers to land copywriting clients. It is a myth. You do not need a personal brand to land copywriting clients. It is a myth. You do not need to post content nonstop all day to land copywriting clients. It is a myth. I landed copywriting clients. I built up a 6-figure business with 0 followers. I had none. Sure, I had Facebook at the time that I used to land clients in a Facebook group. I didn't have any content. I didn't have any inbound strategy. I didn't have any followers though. So you don't need copywriting clients, or you don't need followers to land copywriting clients. What I would say though, and what I'd recommend, so like my main strategy that I teach is go land clients. Like if you're going to land clients online, go use your social media and DM people and turn them from cold to warm. Don't go cold. Don't be blasting thousands of lifeless, non-personalized DMs and getting stuck in message request. Turn people from stranger into friend. Turn people from cold into warm. Go and DM people and offer value up front. Go start conversations. Follow, like, comment, DM them. Start a conversation. And then give them value up front. Give them some audit tips. Give them some free samples. Like, show up with some proof. Never show up in the DMs empty-handed. You're not going to land clients that way. Don't be asking, hey, bro, if I could 2 to 3x your revenue, hey, man, are you looking for email? Like, this stuff doesn't work. And if you show up in the DMs and your DM could be copy-pasted to 500 other people, you're doing it wrong. So back to your follower question. If you show up and have a good pitch in the DMs, they will always look at your social media profile every single time. So if they're going to look, you need to make sure that there's some things that are right. So like you don't want to show up in the DMs, give a good pitch, and then when they're remotely interested, they will look at your profile and your profile just be like garbage or unprofessional. You know, you don't want your profile to look like just you and the boys hanging out and like personal stuff and like just unprofessional. That stuff doesn't work. Be a professional in your profile. So yeah, if you have 50 to 100 followers, like I wouldn't I wouldn't pitch clients till I at least have 50 followers. Followers are not everything, but if you're going to do it through the DMs, get at least 50 to 100. Get a professional headshot done for your photo. Write a decent bio that says, I help this niche achieve this result with this kind of copywriting. And then once you have proof, that's your second sentence. Here's the proof that I've done this. Like, prove that you're a professional copywriter on your profile. So no, you don't need more than 100 followers to land your first client. I've coached guys with the average following count I've coached guys to land their first client in 30 days when they have had anywhere from 50 to 300 followers. It doesn't matter that much, but ideally you want more than 50. Here's some quick tips to get your first 50 to 100 followers in 3 days. Post one thing per day. And I'm not going to tell you to post nonstop forever, just so you get 100 followers, 50 to 100. Post one thing per day on your platform. Go follow a bunch of people, go comment on a bunch of people's stuff. That's it. You want to have at least something there, and then go engage like crazy. Go comment a bunch, go follow a bunch. That's how you're going to get your first 50 to 100 followers. You do it in 3 days. Once you get your first 100, don't be commenting and engaging and doing all this crazy stuff with personal branding and whatever. It's pointless. Just get to about a 50 to 100 followers for a bit of social proof that you know what you're doing. And here's a little bonus tip to offset a low following count. Go get verified. If you're going to reach out through Twitter, pay for the premium. If you're going to reach out through Instagram, pay for the verification. That's the blue check mark. You have to show, I think to qualify, you have to show your government ID and pay like 10 to 15 bucks a month. Go pay the money, go put the stuff up, go get the check mark. Somebody with 1,000 followers versus somebody with 100 followers and a blue check mark, I will trust the guy with 100 and a blue check mark more. So, and most people will too. So keep that in mind. Okay, Gurpreet, you asked, what I've done is I've written a free sample email for that ICP and asked her that she can use it. If the email works, then we can hop on a call to talk more about it. Is this good practice? Yes, that's a good start. I would say though, one, try not to push for her to use it. Try to push for a conversation to hop on a call with her if you can. Because if you send it and say, hey, feel free to use it, pretty good odds they're not going to use it. It's better than doing nothing and just like making an ask. Like, you're giving something, but I would push for actually them to give you feedback on it and ask them to let you know what they think about it. Hey, I just sent you a free sample for your email stuff. Give them a couple tips. I noticed your emails this. By the way, this email will help you achieve X, Y, Z. It'll help you get more revenue, more conversions, boom, boom. Take a look at it. Let me know what you think about it. Start a conversation instead of trying to, hey, feel free to use it and let me know. Don't do that. Your goal when you're DMing is not to push for them to use it and get back to you. That'll probably never happen. You want to push to hop on a call. You want to push to start the conversation about you helping them out in their business. Liz? What are you saying, Les? I've got problems with converting people from DMs into sales calls. Any tips? Yeah, you want a tip on how to master a sales call? Sell better in the DMs, and you will never have to sell on a sales call. Like a sales call, if you do a really good job in the DMs, a sales call is you're just checking boxes. So I just said we want to push for a call. But you know what we're doing by pushing for a call? We're relieving their fears that you're not a scammer or a spammer. We're relieving their fears that you're a real person who can help them. They just want to see a face on the other end and verify hey, this person is actually legit and they're not going to screw me over most times, and maybe answer a couple questions. When you do a really good job of pitching in the DMs, that's where you're going to do your heavy hitting. When you show up in the DMs and you give free tips, free copy samples, and you go and be helpful to them, and you don't show up empty-handed, but you show up with something to help a business, whether they hire you or not. If you approach your pitching like that and your outreaching like that, you are going to land so many clients. And your sales call, really, it's just to meet the person face to face. People, when they, if someone's paying you $100, $200, it's not as necessary. But the moment someone starts paying you, a stranger on the internet, $1,000 a month, $2,000, $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, you're going to need a little bit more trust Two things to land clients I mentioned earlier: trust and proof. So do a really good job in the DMs, and you're not gonna have to worry about the sales call. But like a couple things is, if they're resistant, go handle objections in the DMs. Ask them about their business. Ask them if they're getting results with their copy. Ask them specific numbers. Like, ask them what their goals are. Start to go into discovery mode and find out what their goals are. Once you know what someone wants, you can then tap into that. This is just apply what you learn with copywriting into your outreach, and you're gonna land more clients. Okay, Cheech. Brian, I'm not gonna lie, I'm reading Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards, and I was expecting more. I already know most of the stuff he's talked about, and I'm only 3 months into copywriting. That's fine. I think the book's great. I think it's a good entry level book for anybody to get started. Um, yeah, I mean, these books. Here's the thing about these copywriting books. Most of these copywriting books that you read, they're going to be 80% all the same information. And you're going to be like, oh, I already know this stuff. It doesn't matter. Still read the book. Just put the stuff into your brain. It's crazy what will happen when, like, it's more important. It's not so much important that you check off, I read this copywriting book and this copywriting book and this copywriting book. It's more important that you're just in the books daily, getting that into you. Just like rinsing and repeating and getting it into your subconscious. Even if you think you know it, and even if you're like, oh, I already know this stuff. This is the basics. Dude, like the fundamentals. Why is Michael Jordan so good? Why is Michael Jordan so good at basketball? It's because he just practiced the fundamentals over and over and over again. You get so good at the basics that writing that Facebook ad or writing that email or writing that killer sales page or whatever you need to do on the spot, it just becomes second nature. The tactics, the hacks, the persuasion stuff, the stuff that works in 2025, like that stuff's all secondary to like just getting into the fundamentals over and over and over again. Studying the greats, studying the best sales letters. I'm still learning to this day. I'm in Thailand right now. I brought like 6 copywriting books with me, or maybe like 4 of them are copywriting books, 2 are other business books. Like, dude, I packed my suitcase with books. Like, I'm still learning. There's stuff I haven't sold $100 million in copywriting, like Gary Halbert, $1 billion, and hundreds of millions like David Ogilvy and these other guys. So keep reading the books. If you haven't read Adweek Copywriting Handbook, read Adweek. Adweek, Cashvertising, Copywriting Secrets, those are all good entry-level places. If you want like advanced stuff, I actually haven't read it, but I've read part of it is Breakthrough Advertising. So like if you want to go into like advanced techniques, like go read that one. But yeah, just stay in the books every single day. Michael, you ask, I heard that YouTube script writing is also a good market. Can I learn YouTube script writing and make it my career? Absolutely. YouTube is not going away anytime soon. Video content is going to keep increasing as AI gets, as AI grows in our world. Like, it's taking more functions out of humanity. It's speeding up interactions with, business and life. What's going to happen because of AI is people are going to need to prove their humanity more in business and life. You're going to see huge companies. This is my prediction. You're going to see big companies that used to be faceless, like lifeless, huge brands. They're going to need to put their CEO at the forefront and start like interacting more with their audience and like personal representatives. So YouTube and like getting on video, that's going to become more and more important as AI takes away a lot of like functions in business and life and just automates things. Like we're not going to know who's human online anymore. Like there's already like AI influencers and stuff. So YouTube is on the come up. Like YouTube is definitely like growing and growing. So yes, you absolutely can learn YouTube script writing. What I'll say is this, is whatever specialty you chose, just know that the closer your specialty is to a conversion, the higher your income potential is overall. So for instance, if you are choosing a top of funnel specialty like SEO blog posts or social media ghostwriting, or in your case, YouTube script writing, you're choosing a top of funnel specialty of writing. That is where you are attracting new audience members into your audience. It has the lowest income potential because the result you're going for is traffic and followers and viewers and stuff like that. So the further you go down the line with your specialty down the funnel, step 2 would be like emails, which is mid funnel. you're going to make more money as an email copywriter overall. There's a higher income potential because you're closer to the conversion. And the highest income potential of any copywriting is sales page writing, product page writing. Because why? Because you're literally the final stop before a conversion, before someone pulls out their credit card. So it's easiest to convince business owners to pay you more money when you have a closer connection to the point of sale. So if you're writing sales pages, highest income potential. Emails, second highest. Third highest, SEO blog posts, social media ghostwriting, and YouTube script writing. So I haven't personally done YouTube script writing. Like I've written my own YouTube videos before. Like often I'll just like, for my YouTube videos, I'll often, if you guys have been following along on YouTube, I'll literally often just like write an email and then just read it out word for word oftentimes. So kind of, I guess I have done YouTube script writing, but yeah, I would say it's a decent market to go into if you're into that. YouTube ain't going away anytime soon, so you absolutely can be making good money doing that. I'll just say you will have the highest income potential if you pick something like emails or sales pages or ads though. Anyways, let's see. Okay, we got a couple more. I think I got like 10 more minutes of me before my brain starts shutting down. I'll try to get through the rest of the questions here. Ruchi streams. How to brainstorm ideas. Yeah, so I actually just did a video on this. That if you're looking for like, I'm guessing what you mean is like ideas for like a piece of copy. Dude, go look at swipe files. You never have to start a piece of copy from scratch. Go juice up your inspiration and creative juices by looking at top performing pieces of copy. Go look at old sales letters and ads, those OG ads and stuff like that. Go look at modern copywriting. So if you're an email copywriter, I just did a video on this. If you're an email copywriter, and let's just say you are targeting fitness coaches, because that's a pretty common combo. Dude, go find the best fitness coaches in the online space. Go sign up to all their email addresses, all their email lists. Get on all their email lists. Create a swipe file in Gmail. I have a video showing you how to do this. You go look at my videos. And like, you never run out of ideas. Go sign up to like 10 to 15 people's fitness coaches email lists. You have an endless stream of good email examples. Well, some of them won't be so good, but pretty good odds if these are the top dogs. Like, these are gonna be good. Go look at who the top people on Instagram are, fitness guys. Go to get on their email lists. And every day you're gonna wake up and see dozens of email ideas from fitness coaches. So if you're an email copywriter for fitness coaches, you have tons of ideas just right there. I'm not going to tell you to copy and paste their work. That's not how swipe filing and inspiration and ideation works in copywriting. Go look. If somebody says like, let's just say a subject line for one of these fitness coaches guys is like, how to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. Like, okay, like that looks like a pretty good hook. How to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. So if you are serving another fitness coach and you need to come up with an email idea for that guy, well, maybe we're going to choose how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Or maybe we're going to choose, how to get shredded abs in 7 days. Like, you can take ideas and hooks and just like tweak them and adjust them. Just you'd never have to start from scratch. Go look at what other people are doing well and replicate that and apply copywriting frameworks and formulas and make it your own. Okay. Sabagia. I am probably saying your name so wrong. Also, my name is Brandon, not Brandy. Okay, I applied for a position at Copywriter after procrastinating for 6 months and started Outreach 2. Awesome. That's sweet. Yeah, like go for it. Doesn't matter if you've been procrastinating for 6 months, like go for it now. That's awesome. I tell people you can learn everything online, start as a freelancer, but if you want to go get like a copywriting position, a junior copywriter position at an actual 9 to 5, if you want to be someone's copy editor, junior copywriter, like an intern at an actual company first before you go freelance, like be my guest. You're going to learn a ton. Like you're going to get to train under other copywriters and get paid for it. Go for it. I never did that, but this is like, it's a great opportunity. Okay. Jihad, I just answered this question. In fact, I literally have a video I just did, how to not run out of email ideas from writing for coaches. Go look at the top coaches who you're going after, your ICP. Go look at the top guys in your industry. Go sign up to all of their email lists. Go create a folder in Gmail that filters all their emails. So when they come in, they all go into a email swipe file. Go look at the video I just did on this on my YouTube. So go over to my YouTube at Story Copy and go look at the video, and you will never run out of email ideas. You'll always have an idea. Okay, Michael, YouTube script writing and email copywriting marketing, which one is better? Honestly, you can make, so I mentioned this earlier, top of funnel, mid funnel, bottom funnel. Top of funnel will be like SEO blog posts, social media ghostwriting, YouTube script writing, anything where you are creating content to attract people into your audience. So pulling people organically from stranger into aware of your business. Mid funnel is when you pull people from blog posts, YouTube, social media, and you convert them into email subscriber because now they're much closer to you and your business, right? That's mid funnel. And bottom funnel will be something like sales pages and ads. Ads can actually toy the line all three, but there's the most income potential on sales pages because it's the closest to a conversion, the moment someone actually pulls out their credit card and clicks buy. Which one is better between script writing, which is on top, YouTube script writing, and email copywriting or email marketing? My opinion on this is like, even though there's different income potentials for these different categories, you can make six figures on any one of these. It may be easier in some cases, like if you're like just crush it with sales pages, that like you have the highest income potential. You could make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, $500,000 a year if you're really good and writing for the right people. But at the end of the day, the number one thing you can do to pick the right specialty is pick the one you enjoy the most. It really just does come down to this, is that which one do you actually personally like? For me, I started learning as a direct response copywriter, but my first specialty was actually SEO blog posts, top of funnel. I actually started with blog posts. Why? Because I liked them. I liked teaching people, and I found blog posts were very much, I liked writing in-depth, long-form posts, and I liked teaching, and I liked informational stuff. So I actually first specialized into something that was more so considered a content writer, but there's direct response copy involved. You know, on a blog post, we're still pulling traffic in from Google. We're still trying to convert that traffic into buyers or email subscribers. So there's copywriting principles that I was using and incorporating as a blog post writer and applying to my writing. But I started with blog posts because I just liked it the most. After 6 months, I decided to specialize into email copywriting, and then I liked that even more. So do the thing that you like. If you pick any of these things, like, you're going to make good money as long as you just do it consistently. The last thing you want is just like pick the money thing because there's the highest income potential or whatever, and then end up hating it. Like for me, like I can write sales pages, but they're not my absolute favorite thing. I really like emails though, because emails toy the line between, I feel like I can be the most versatile with email copywriting, where I can write an email that's like a blog post, very much informative. Hey, here's 3 tips to land your first client in 30 days. Number 1, do this. Number 2, do this. Number 3, do this. I like writing that kind of stuff. I could also write an email that's very much like, you know, storytelling. Hey, like, here's like the story of like how I landed my first client in 6 weeks as a beginner. Like, it all started back in December 2018. I was at my dead end job, boom, 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 like blah, blah, blah. And like going to a storytelling email. That's fun too. The third type of email I can write is a sales email, just straight up, boom, here's the offer, limited time, buy now, which is more like a sales page. So that's why I like emails the most, is I can be the most versatile with them. Pick the one that you enjoy the most. If you're not sure, go write some YouTube scripts for a week. Do that for a week and see if you like it. Go write some emails for a week, see if you like it, and then pick the one you like. You can always pivot later on if you want, and you can always skill stack into more. I would just recommend picking one and leading with that when you're brand new. It's just easier to land clients and build your portfolio and case studies up. Sully, so if you start a copywriting business today, what would be your daily routine schedule? I answered this question earlier, but if I start today, it all depends on how much time you have. So let's just assume you're working a 9 to 5. You have 8 to 10 hours of your day gone because of that. So how much sleep do you need? I don't know, 8 hours for the average person. Okay, so 18 hours of your day is gone. How much time do you have left? You have 6 hours left, right? So maybe you want to eat some food and have time with friends or family or whatever. Most people could build a copywriting business. Most people have like 3 to 4 hours in their day, like realistically, on top of like eating and doing the basic stuff and going to work and whatever. So if you have about 4 hours a day, which most people do, if I was starting as a brand new person, first thing I'm going to do is make sure I write for at least 1 hour. I'm going to do this first thing in the morning. I'm going to wake up early before my work. I'm going to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. and write for 1 hour minimum about anything, kind of like a diary or journal, just to get the juices flowing, just to start building my writing muscle up. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the copywriting books. I'm going to start with Adweek Copywriting Handbook, and I'm going to read that for 1 hour a day to learn copywriting frameworks, fundamentals, consumer psychology, direct response marketing, sales, all the good stuff. The OG fundamentals, laying the groundwork. Third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at old sales letters and ads, OG sales letters and ads. I'm going to share a swipe file that I have of 79 sales letters and ads, classics from times past that have sold over $2 billion in sales. I'm going to hand copy one of those every single day after that. I'm going to take one up on the screen, and I'm going to take a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm going to write them out by hand. Not change anything. I'm going to analyze it after and study it, what's going on. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get courses and coaching, and I'm going to learn modern copywriting. I'm going to pick a specialty like email, ads, or landing pages and dive into one of those things and learn from people who do that. And I'm going to invest in my education and courses and coaching and get feedback on my writing from another copywriter. The rest of the day, I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm going to listen to podcasts and audiobooks, courses on my way to work, going for walks, all that stuff. And I'm going to inundate myself with copywriting knowledge day in and day out. And eventually, after a couple of weeks, the three things that I'm going to do every day, no matter what, is I'm going to write every day, I'm going to study copywriting every day, and I'm going to outreach every day. And I do those three things every single day until I hit my first $5,000 month and eventually hit 6 figures per year. Do you think copywriting is a good shot for a beginner, especially in this AI era? Absolutely. I would love to debate somebody on what is an easier or quicker online business to start than copywriting. There's none. The only one that I would say comes close would be doing something like sales, like remote sales online. The reason is because copywriting and sales face-to-face is selling. So if you know how to sell things to other humans, you can take any business and you can juice it up. And if you can sell something and make a business $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million, they will gladly give you a piece of the pie. So, compared to something like e-commerce, drop shipping, which I've tried, which I've made money with before copywriting, I went into that. Like, copywriting requires one core skill, like learn how to sell. And it requires a second core skill, learn how to write. So if you can do those two things well, you can make money, a lot of money, very quickly. Most of us know how to talk already. Most of us know how to write, at least to some degree. So really the core thing comes down to is learning how to sell and apply that to your writing. Once you can learn how to do that, which doesn't take long, most people could be better than the average business owner within 30 days of writing for an hour a day, studying for an hour a day. Most people, they will beat the average business owner's copywriting within 30 days. And if you can beat a business owner's copy, and what I mean by beat their copy, I mean like if you take your copywriting, put it on their website and ads and emails and stuff, and it generates more conversions, it makes more sales. The moment you can perform better than the business owner, you're worthy of being paid. The moment you can get people results, you're worthy of being paid. So yeah, copywriting is the easiest beginner online business model. Dropshipping in comparison, we'll just say that because it's one of the most common things. Dropshipping requires 10 plus skills at once. It requires copywriting, hint, hint. It requires understanding how to source products and understanding how to look at markets and understand supply and demand. You have to learn how to talk to suppliers. You need to learn how to talk to customers, customer service. You need to learn all the tech. You need to learn fulfillment. You need to learn cash flow management. You need to have capital. Dropshippers won't tell you this, guys who teach this stuff. Oh, dropshipping is free to start. It's easy. Boom, boom, boom. No, it's not. It is definitely not free to start, and it doesn't require no capital. You need to have room on your credit card. You need to know how to manage cash flow. You need to know accounting. and all the other skills that go into this. It is incredibly difficult. If you pick any other thing online, okay, trading, extremely difficult. If you go into something else, what's another top one? Like any other type of freelancing. Oh, here's one, building a personal brand, building my personal brand or being a content creator. Like creating content, it's a grind. Like the amount of time and effort it takes to create content, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or Threads or whatever it is nowadays, like that is a grind. And most people who take the content creator path, they're not even making $1 after 6 to 12 months. Barely. If they've been doing it for hours a day, maybe they're making a couple $100. Copywriting is one thing where, first of all, if you want to pick the easiest online business model, it's pick a service business over product. Product businesses are extremely difficult. Pick a service business. But then what service business do you pick? What can you freelance with? Web design, web development, basically sales and copywriting. Of all of those things, programming is the hardest. Web design, graphic design, very hard to convince business owners to pay you thousands. Why? Because you can't prove the impact of your work is generating sales very easily. It's very, very woo-woo and vague and, ooh, I feel like this is nice and maybe I like it this. Copywriting, you know what copywriting, why it's so good? Hey, we wrote these words and it performed this and it generated 10,000. And then we wrote these words in this email and it generated 20,000. Okay, this writing's better. Who wrote this copy? That guy? Okay, we're gonna give him $1,000. He wins, he's our new copywriter. If you're good at what you do as a copywriter, the proof is right there. You can instantly prove the worth of what your work is. So if you can generate sales, you're gonna get paid. It's the same thing. This is why I say copywriting, the two best things to start online, copywriting and sales. Now, what about AI? Especially in this AI era. Currently, this is the state of AI. AI sucks at writing copy currently. You ask the average business owner if they use AI or if they're willing to hire a copywriter, they're going to hire a copywriter. Most business owners are slow at adopting AI and scared of it, and it's confusing for them. The third thing to understand is AI isn't taking out copywriters. The thing that AI is doing in the copywriting world and just in the world in general, it's speeding up processes. So I personally don't use AI to write any of my copy. I still don't, I still haven't, and you don't need it to write copy. In fact, if you rely too heavily on AI and you try to take someone's course, because there's a billion courses right now that says, just let AI write the copy for you. It's way easier. If you learn to write copy by just plugging in prompts and that's the way you learn copy, what happens when the internet goes down? What happens when ChatGPT goes down? It's happened before. What happens if there's an EMP and like our tech's taken out? The true test of if you can write copy and make an actual safe career out of copywriting is if all the internet was wiped out. There's no more laptop. Everything's destroyed. Can you take a piece of paper and a pen and write something on it and go sell something for somebody? If you don't know how to do that, you're learning copy the wrong way. I'm not against AI, but I'm against relying on it too much while ignoring copy fundamentals. Because if you don't understand consumer psychology and sales psychology, and you try to write copywriter and be a six-figure copywriter, like you're just learning tactics that are surface level and you're going to get wiped out. Copywriting and AI, it can be a good combo. But the way to think about AI is to think about like a tool to leverage, to speed up your processes. Use it in research. Use it to outline your copy if you want. Be my guest. Ask it to be your copy coach and give you feedback on your writing. But don't rely 100% on AI to write your copy, or else you're going to get screwed. You're going to get taken out. So AI is not replacing copywriters. What AI is doing is taking out low-level writers who don't know how to write and who just copy-paste everything anyways. So if you know how to write copy and you understand the fundamentals of consumer psychology, your skill will never go to waste. Even if AI starts to even take out like 30% of a copywriter's job function in the next 5-10 years, like if you understand sales and marketing, you'll never be out of work, because as long as there are businesses on earth who want to make more money and generate more money, when you have the skills to understand marketing and sales, which are skills you learn as you become a copywriter, you'll always know how to help people grow their business. So go after copywriting. if you like writing, if you hate writing, like sure, go pick something else. But like if you hate writing and haven't given copywriting a chance yet, go write for a week or two and see if you still hate it. I hated copywriting. I hated writing before I became a copywriter. I despised it. I hated writing from school. I'm not a lifelong writer. I never wrote in a journal or diary. You know, I never wrote poetry. I wasn't even a strong reader. I barely even read outside of school, like high school and stuff. But I decided to go into copywriting to give it a shot 6 years ago. And within 2 weeks, I was like addicted. I was like, this is so fun. Like, why the heck did school never teach us to write like this? Like, this is way better. Like, when I learned how to write copy, it made writing fun again. And so, um, long-winded answer, yeah, copywriting is still the easiest and quickest online business to get started. You should still work hard. You should still be patient. You should still realize that this is gonna like it's a grind. You need to put the work in. You know, you're not gonna become a six-figure copywriter if you write for 10 minutes a day. You got to put the work in and make it happen. Okay, let's see some more questions here. M. Brown. Hey, Brian, love your work ethic. We spoke briefly on email recently. Living and breathing your recommended process for immersion. Love it. Yes, wake up at 5:30. Go wake up at 5:30 a.m. Go write that copy. Go immerse yourself in copy. When you you want to know who's going to move quick? Like the guy who writes 5 minutes of copy a day and studies, like watches one like guru YouTube video for 5 minutes and calls it a day, or the guy who wakes up at 5:30, writes copy for an hour, reads a little bit of copy books, maybe listens to a podcast or a course or YouTube on his way to work, and like hand writes sales letters by hand in the afternoon. The guy who spends 2-3 hours a day devoting time into building their copywriting business, or the guy who spends 5 to 10 minutes a day? Who's going to move quicker? Who's going to hit 6 figures quicker? It's the guy who fully immerses himself. And this is not just copywriting, this is any skill, any business. Stuck in corporate hell, need to escape. Just keep going with the copy. I was stuck in corporate hell too. I needed to escape too. I was at a 12-hour day job too. I don't know how many hours you devoted to your job, but I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be in a 9 to 5 and year after year and just like watch the years slip away and be like, this sucks. Like, dude, I was working. My final job, I was promised all these things. I was going to be able to work from home. Finally, like, oh, this is my ticket out. I was like, this is my ticket out. I don't even need to start an online business. I tried all these online businesses before. I tried e-commerce. I tried drop shipping. I tried web development. I tried bookkeeping. I tried service arbitrage, Facebook, sales, you name it. I tried it. I tried all the things before I tried copywriting. And it sucked. It sucked going from job to job. It sucked being stuck in a dead-end job. It sucked feeling like, holy crap, like the years are just starting to slip away now. Like I'm not 20 years old anymore. I'm like 25. Oh my goodness. Like this is like things are speeding up. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like to wake up and like literally just be like, I wish I could just stay in bed right now and just not go to work. Like this sucks. And but you know what? Like you can choose to just like have that pain just frustrate you and just grumble and complain, or you can take that pain and you can take your state of pain, whether that's being in a 9 to 5 you hate, whether that's just not making much money and living in the pain of poverty and being poor, whether that's seeing loved ones who you know that you could help if you make more money to help them out in their life. For me, I hated seeing my wife go to work and seeing her get crushed, her spirit get crushed. One of my main motivators was like seeing my wife at the time before we had kids go to her job and like just see like her go from this happy, joyful, like not that she was like just like a shallow person or anything, but like just seeing like what this job was doing to wear on her. And I was like, screw this. Like, I'm not doing this. And you know what? I took that on as my responsibility. Say, I'm not going to let her go through this anymore. I'm not gonna watch as another year goes by when I see like, you know what? We could be having kids right now. We could be like financially free. I could be taking all of this stress off my wife right now. And like here I am choosing to play video games at night and like dick around. And what am I doing? What kind of man is that? And like what kind of husband is that? And what kind of future father is that? And eventually I was just like, no, enough's enough. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what family and friends think. I don't care if people think I'm a nut job. I don't care if people are saying, "Hey, you want to come hang out this weekend?" And I'm like, "No, man, I'm gonna stay home, build my business." I don't care if like I have to give up video games and Netflix and whatever for a season, and I don't care if I have to eat rice and beans and like drink um like instant coffee and wake up at 5 a.m. with my eyes burning because I'm so tired. I don't care if I got to do that for a season because in the end of the day, like you're doing it. You do this stuff for a purpose. It's not for nothing. So if you go all in on copywriting and you choose to take 1 year and you just say, I'm gonna take 1 year in my life and I'm gonna crush it. Like I'm gonna go all in, I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna write the sales letters, I'm gonna study copy, I'm gonna take the courses and the coaching, and I'm gonna go grind evenings and weekends, and I'm gonna grind early mornings when everybody else is out having fun right now and woo woo and stuck in their 9 to 5s. I'm getting out. You have to get to the point eventually for me, I had to get to the point where I just said, like, I'm not gonna treat the next online business I start and fail and suck at, which I did several times over 5 years, about 6 or 7 businesses. I'm not going to do this anymore and treat this like a side hustle. I'm going to start treating this like a real business. And this next one I choose, which happened to be copywriting, I'm gonna win. I either win or I fail, or like it, like that's it. Like there's nothing gonna stop me at this point. You just have to get desperate. So take that pain of being stuck in corporate hell, needing to escape, fuel that into your writing, fuel that into your power sessions. Go crush it. Go do the work when nobody else is going to. And then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get to live the life that no one else gets to. You're gonna be able to have more time. You're gonna be able to have more money. You're gonna be able to wake up whenever you want. You're gonna be able to wake up on a Monday morning and just be like, I'm not gonna work today. I'm just gonna chill with my friends and family and kids. You can say, you know what, I'm gonna go on a holiday actually, and I'm not gonna have to ask a boss. Like you can go and like say, you know what, I'm gonna retire my wife. That's what I did, and like nothing has felt greater than being able to do that. More than any other thing is like being able to see her not have to feel the weight and the stress of a 9 to 5 she hates and someone else bossing her around all day and like telling her things she hates to do. Like I'm like now it's like the what copywriting does is like it gives you autonomy and it gives you choice if you commit to it. And that's what I do. Like, dude, I'm sitting here right now, like in like I'm like in like a studio booth, like little pod thing, in a co-working space in a condo I just rented for a couple months in Thailand. Just cause I came here with my wife and my 2 daughters, who are 1 and 3, just because we could, because we were in Canada and we're like, it's so where we live, it's like well, it was super wintry and cold and icy and like minus 20 degrees. And I like winter, I like snow, I like ice hockey and snowboarding, all those things where I live in Canada near Vancouver. But like I don't want it for 6 months. I'm okay with 2, 3 months, and I'm like, okay, let's go somewhere hot. So we ducked out, and like I didn't have to send an email or to a boss. I didn't have to have a meeting with a boss. I didn't have to have coworkers mad at me or guilt tripping me that I'm ditching them. I didn't have to ask anybody. We just went because we're like, yeah, let's just go to the islands in Thailand. Now that our 1-year-old's old enough where the flight won't be too hectic. So that's what you can do. You know, whether your goal is to travel more or have more autonomy and freedom, you get to choose if you want to just make as much money as you can and go, make 10K a month, go agency mode, make 20K or more. Like it's up to you. For me, I just want to make 6 figures and then scale back and do it in a couple hours a day, which is what I did and what I built. And it's a grind, but like nobody's gonna force you to do it. You have to be the one to make that choice and go all in. And like but it's crazy when like it feels painful and like unknown in the moment when you're building. But like all of a sudden, like a year's gonna go by no matter what. Like 1 year's gonna go by. And then what? Well, it's gonna be 2026. And well, did you take the last year to go after your dreams, or did you take the last year to just play video games and complain about your life? So like that's what it comes down to. So you're here right now. The fact that you guys are here, like, go all in. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Like you have people around you and who can hype you up and keep you motivated and stuff. But like, you got to be the one to wake up early and go do power rate sessions. Okay, let's dive into some more questions here. Les, hey, to follow up to my question, I start with a DM with a personalized compliment. Then after a reply, I write them a free piece copy, hit them with hope it helps, or something simple. Yeah. So if you want to go outreach, one of the best things that I recommend is like, don't show up empty-handed. Everybody's teaching online, like just hit up as many people as possible, cold DM, cold email, spam blast them like AI robots, and just it's just volume. And just like, hey bro, if I could 2 to 3x your revenue, and like, you don't have to come up with some crazy offer and like, hey, if I can guarantee you results in 30 days, boom, 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 and you just spam that to enough people, or you go in and just like say like, hey bro, do you need email? Like, and just come in like cool and casual. That stuff is so dumb. Don't do that stuff. It doesn't work. If you sound like everybody else, you're going to do what everybody else does and get no money. Go do more. If you're going to go outreach and pitch people, dude, if you have no case studies and no proof that you actually know what you're doing, which if you're a brand new copywriter, you don't show up empty-handed saying, please, sir, may I have some more? Don't go in as a beggar. Go in as someone who knows what they're doing. Even if you don't know what you're doing yet, go in. If you've been studying copywriting for a couple weeks, don't show up empty-handed. Go outreach and give them something. Be a giver. Like, be generous. Go give them tips on their copywriting. Go audit their copy. Yes, start with a DM. Go find them on social media. Follow, like, comment. Start with a DM. Sure, personalized compliment. What, like, you're still stuck in message requests. So once they reply, go hit them up with an audit. Go give them the free piece of copy. Go give them a couple tips in their copy. Look at their current stuff. Tell them what they're doing wrong and what they need to do to improve. Go help people for free. Like, go prove. You got to create proof. You need trust and proof to land clients. So if you have no trust because you're a complete stranger, you're going to go DM somebody on the internet, it's a stranger, you need to generate proof. Well, if you have no results, no case studies, no samples, nothing, no proof of results, you have to generate proof somehow. So what are you going to do? Go create proof. Go in as a consultant. Approach people as a consultant and you'll land them as a copywriter. Go look at their emails. What are they doing wrong? How's their subject line? How's the preview text? How's the body copy? How's the call to action? Do they have a link in there? Do they have a PS? Is it personalized? Is it hard to read? Is it easy to read? Is there a hook? Is there not a hook? Like, look at their stuff and tell them what they're doing wrong and what they should do to improve it. And then write them a piece of copy. And then, yeah, don't even say, hope it helps. Ask them, let me know what you think of it. Just want to help you out. Send it. Let me know what you think of these tips. Let me know what you think of this copy audit. Okay, you have a follow-up thing here. Usual response are ending here, but I follow up with a Loom video. Yeah, dude, go do a Loom video. You're going to get more people's attention. Do what other people are not willing to do, and you're going to get results that other people don't get. Go do a Loom video and reiterate the audit, reiterate those tips and how it will help them and why it's important and why they need to fix their copy to get more conversions. Do that every day. You're going to start landing clients. Pranav asks, hi, Brandon, how do you understand human nature in a relatively less time frame? That's a good one. So basically you're wondering, like, how do I start to understand other humans, human psychology, stuff like that, consumer psychology? First of all, get into the copywriting books. Go learn from dudes who have sold hundreds of millions and learn the fundamentals of how humans work. Go read cash advertising. Get into the book. Go read Copywriting Secrets. Get into the book. Go read Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Get into the book. Go read Influence. Here's a good one. Hard to read. Tons of meat in it, though. Influence by Robert Cialdini. It's all about what makes humans tick. So go study consumer psychology from that. And then start applying it to copy. Start applying your copy. Go look, you need to understand what humans want. What do humans want? Well, before humans want things, humans need stuff. So like, look at what, in cash advertising, Drew Eric Whitman goes over the Life Force 8. And what this really does is it follows a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is essentially like, what do humans want first and foremost? We want to be able to live and not die and not be in pain. So like, this is why some of the best copywriting niches to go into or the easiest, the ones that will always have money in, is stuff like health, wealth, and relationships. Why? Because health, the first thing we want, if you get in a car accident, your leg falls off, like the you don't care how much money you're making. You don't care, even like, oh, do I need to text back my friend? Dude, you just don't want to die. So like the first thing that matters is you don't want to die, you want to live. So that's the first human need, human nature, what humans want and humans need. The second thing people want, once you're, happy and healthy and you don't need to worry about your health, the next thing you need is like, how can I get food and shelter? How can I not be homeless? Well, you need to make more money. So like understanding people want to be able to make more money, to save more money, invest it and stuff like that. You can start to tap into what people's desires are when you understand basic human needs. After people have their health and their money figured out, what's the next thing they want? They want companionship, friendships. They want a spouse. They want kids. They want family time. They want friend time. They want to have social circles, community. Like this is how how we're wired, what we need in order. So when you understand these needs, you can start to tap into them. So go hit up the copywriting books and just get reading in them really quick. You're going to learn really quickly what humans want by getting into these consumer psychology aspects of these copywriting books. Les, you're wondering, I guess, if you're not landing clients, if it's because they didn't like your copy, because your DM strategy or Instagram. It could be all three. It could be one of those or all three. If you approach somebody, if your copy sucks and you're doing the best outreach strategy, it doesn't matter. If your copy isn't good, you're not going to land any clients. So you need to practice copy daily, read the copy books, go through courses and coaching. DM strategy, if you do the DM strategy wrong, if you put all this effort into a DM and then you go send it to people, well, 9 out of 10 DMs are stuck in message requests. So you need to get out of there first. Your Instagram, if your profile sucks, if it looks unprofessional, like nobody's going to hire you. If it's just you drinking with the boys and just acting like a little wiener kid, and you go in and DM someone and try to act like a professional, but they look at your profile and they just see like a little like party boy who's doing whatever. And like, you're not going to get hired. No one's going to pay you thousands of dollars. Go be a professional. Go get a professional headshot, update your bios to tell people how you help them, get verified, increase your following to at least 50 to 100 followers, put copyright in your handle, put a couple pieces of content on there that show you know copywriting. Like, go do that and do a give first approach and outreach in your land clients. Chris? Hold on, is that Chris Jones? Dude. No way. Is that you? I can't tell because your picture. Chris, if you're still here, you need to comment. Again. That's hilarious. What's the best way to leverage video testimonials? Best way to leverage video testimonials? Put them everywhere. Put those video testimonials everywhere where clients can see. You don't want to hide social proof. Whether this is you trying to build up your own business or you as a copywriter trying to incorporate social proof into your copy for a business owner, dude, blast social proof and testimonials everywhere you can. Put them on social media. Put them on a landing page. Put them in your email. You can't put a video in your emails, but you can link to a video testimonial from your emails. Put it in ads. Use a video testimonial as an ad. Beautiful way. Also, Chris Jones, how's the chicken mayos in the UK today? In Luton. Man, you need to come out to Thailand now. You get out here. That's hilarious. Man, I wish I could throw you in here. I'm on StreamYard. Can I just like bring you into the stream somehow? This is literally my first time ever doing a live stream. It's so, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. It's so funny. Also, look how huge this water bottle is. In Canada, I'll drink like a 500 milliliter bottle of water. It's like 1.5 liters. In Thailand, you gotta get lots of hydration going. Wait, Chris, what time is it where you are right now? You better book your ticket. Come to the islands. Um, that's hilarious. I'm serious. Come up, dude, come out here. We'll go find some sharks in the waters. Last time I was here, I was on Phi Phi Island, Koh Phi Phi in Thailand, and I found like a black tip, what's it called? Black tip reef shark or whatever. I thought I was gonna be so scared seeing a shark for the first time, but it was like, it was actually like, I just like, kind of like accepted my fate. Like, well, if it eats me, like I'm just in the water. Like I can't sprint away. Um, okay, it's morning time. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, man, get out here right now, Chris Jones. Please keep this live. I want to watch this again. Uh, Iris, please keep this live. Like, you want me to like post it? You mean? Um, yeah. If I can figure out how to post this and like make sure it sticks around on Twitter and YouTube, uh, I'll do that. But this is my first time streaming, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So hopefully I don't screw it up, and hopefully it saves somehow. Um, Chris Jones, everybody, I'm gonna put you on the screen. Where? Hold on. Where's your first comment? Chris Jones. There he is. There we go. Hey, this Chris, this is gonna be, this is live. Okay, so you have right here, this is the proof. I just said, Chris Jones, you coming to Thailand? He says yes. I'm booking my tickets right now. So you have to do it now. You said it. You said it in front of 100, and I think there's 183 people in here right now. 183 witnesses. You have to book it. You're coming to Thailand. I'll be here for, I think, till the end of May. So right when it starts to get decent, like sunny in Canada again. Okay, we got some more questions though. But Chris, I'm messaging you after. You better come to Thailand. Tyler, what the? You're here too. All my UK homies. Dude, what's up? Tyler Bates, Chris Jones, the OGs are coming in. I guess everybody in the UK is waking up now. That's hilarious. What's up, Tyler? Okay, what else we got here? Tyler, are you still in here? Okay, if you're still in, comment again. Okay, a couple more questions too here. I'm gonna keep going through because there's a couple more because it's 5 p.m. now. I gotta get some pad thais. Let me see here. Next questions. Okay. Okay, Abdul. Brother, I am new to copywriting and looking to do it for full time. Will AI be sparing this skill for me to do this? I think what you're asking is, I'm considering copywriting, but is AI going to take it out and make it useless to learn? Absolutely not. AI is not taking out copywriting. That's impossible. And the reason it's impossible is once you understand what copywriting is, you'll understand that it can never go away. It will never go away as a skill. Why is that? Because copywriting is just sales and it's communication. So let me ask you this. Is the skill of sales ever going to go away? And is the skill of communication ever going to go away? Will those two things ever become useless to learn? And will those two things ever stop making money? Will those two things ever stop being in demand? No. As long as there's capitalism in this world, as long as there's businesses, which, by the way, there's 360 million businesses on Earth right now. Look up the stats on statista.com. As long as there are businesses on this planet that want to make money and grow, sales, marketing, and communication will never go out of style. How we communicate, how we operate with face-to-face sales, how we operate in marketing, how we operate in our copywriting, what we actually do, those things may shift over time. Those things may change. But those skills will never become useless. Those skills, like copywriting is a skill. And when it is applied to a business, it's like jet fuel. It fuels it. It makes it go faster. It gets it more results. it helps you to grow businesses. So if you know copywriting, you know how to grow businesses. And if you know how to grow businesses, and there's businesses out there who always want to grow, you will never have to worry about money again, because you will always have a way to grow businesses and make them more money. So as long as you just keep this in mind, as long as you can make more people more money with a skill, you will always have a way to make money. How you do copywriting may shift over time. AI may change the way we work as copywriters. It's speeding up different processes right now, but like as it stands right now, this is a way to make money. You can make 5, 10K a month right now with copywriting. And in the long term, knowing the skill of sales, marketing, and communication will always serve you and anybody you try to help in life and in business. So go learn. Go learn copywriting. I think I gotta close the stream pretty soon here, so I'll just take a couple more questions because I gotta go eat dinner. I think my wife's pinging me actually. Is this important to choose niche? Yes, Abdul, pick a niche. Copywriting is extremely broad. There are so many types of copywriting. There's so many niches to go into. Pick a niche, pick a specialty. It's how you stand out as a new copywriter. There's tons of people becoming copywriters. So go pick a lane, own a lane. Don't just become a copywriter. What does that mean? It's too generic. Go pick a specialty and go pick a niche. What I mean by that is go become a fitness, an email copywriter for fitness coach. Go become a landing page copywriter for finance. Go become an ad copywriter for SaaS. Specialty and niche. You're going to stand out more. It's going to make building case studies and building your reputation up way easier overall. Okay. So I'm just going to take a couple more questions, then we're going to dive into this. I am Bashar. Why the lives quality low-key better than the videos? If you mean the streaming quality and like the quality of the videos, like the actual like pixels and stuff like that and the audio, I don't know, maybe it's because of StreamYard. If you're talking about the actual content, I don't know. It's because I'm interacting with you guys and I'm right here with you. This is my first time doing a stream ever. So like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So maybe I'll do it again. Maybe that's encouragement to do another stream. Yes, nature, macro, when you're outreaching, the point is not to be needy. Exactly. People can sniff neediness. People can smell if you're desperate. Don't be desperate. If you're learning copywriting, you have a skill that is so valuable to businesses because you can grow their business. You can turn a blank sales page into thousands of dollars just like that because you wrote the right words. So yes, don't be needy. Go in, give something of value to them, and help people. How to do an audit. How to do an audit. Oh man, I don't know how to say your name. Gwenail. Sorry, I probably screwed that up. How to do an audit. So it's easiest when you have one specialty. So if you're an email copywriter, it's easiest to do an audit because you can just look at people's email marketing. Go look at their sign up form on their landing page to sign up to their email list. Go give them tips on how to write better copy to get people to join their list. Go sign up to their list, look at their welcome email. How's their subject line? How's their preview text? How does their email look? How is their intro? Do they greet people? Is there a call to action? Is there social proof? Is there bullet points? Is there features and benefits? Is there a PS? Is there a sign off? Do all those things. Okay, I'm getting called on a stream here. I gotta head out, but go look at what a business is doing right and what a business is doing wrong. And if you do that and you do that well, you tell people what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. And if you're not sure, go study copywriting more. If you are looking at a website and someone's copy and you're like, I don't know what I should tell them to do, then go study more. You need to learn copywriting more then. Go give someone tips on their headline. Okay. We're just going to wrap up here in 2 minutes. Okay, 2 more questions. Jay, hey Brad, I wanted to have your advice on getting clients offline, mostly locally. How would you go about that? No experience, portfolio only. Yeah, if you want to know the quickest way to get clients as a copywriter, it's not on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube or online at all. The quickest way to get a client is offline. First thing you're going to do, Jay, go open up the contacts app in your phone and look through every single contact you have in there. Ask yourself who has a business, who doesn't. For every person who has a business that you know of, go write their name down and save it for later. Then go through your social media and look at all your followers. Who has a business? Write it down. Then think of everybody you know in your entire life, friends, family, people who are close to you, coworkers, neighbors, businesses down the street. Go look at everybody you know who has a business, who knows you even a little bit. Write their name down. Then go audit their business. One by one, go through each one, look at their copy, give them tips to improve it, maybe write them a new sample, then reach out and say, hey, so-and-so, hope you're doing well. It's been a while. How's the wife? How's the kids? How's life? XYZ. Boom, boom, boom. By the way, I actually just started doing marketing. Don't approach them as a copywriter, approach them as a digital marketer or an online marketer. They'll have no idea what copywriting is. Go approach them as a digital marketer and say you help people with marketing now. Say, hey, I actually saw a couple of things with your business, what you should do, and I wrote you a free new piece of copy. Like, here you go, and just open up a conversation and take it from there. From there, go to local meetups, networking events. Go to your local businesses down the road. Go look at their websites. Go look at their socials. Go look at their emails. Come equipped. Don't show up empty-handed. Write down a couple tips and go walk in the door and give them those tips. Go help people for free and approach them. You'll be seen as an expert. You enter the door as a consultant and you land people as a copywriter. That's how it works. That's how you do it with no portfolio, no case studies. Jadiel. Man, you guys are giving me tough names today. I say this as if I've been streaming for a long time. This is my first stream ever. Do you have to have Instagram to get clients? No, I never had Instagram to get clients. You don't need Instagram to get clients. But I will say this, Instagram is the easiest place to start to get clients. It is the most dominant. It is the easiest to build your business. It is the easiest to DM. It is the best thing overall to start if you're not sure where to start. But you know what? You can go to Twitter. You can go to TikTok. You can go to Threads. Threads is hard because the DM will go to Instagram. But you can go to other social platforms. You go to Facebook, LinkedIn. I recommend starting with social media. And if you're not sure, start with Instagram. But you can go do all the other stuff too. Chris Jones, guys, absorb everything Brad's saying. A lot of my first paying clients using the Several method. His stuff works, so listen to him. Oh no. Thank you, Chris Jones, for a live testimonial. Thank you, man. I coached Chris a couple months ago. He's awesome. Really cool guy. Check him out on Twitter. What's your handle? I'm going to look it up so you guys can follow him. Let's see. But I coached him, and he recently just started getting some clients using my outreach methods as well. So I'm gonna ask people to follow you here. I just gotta find out your handle at Chris Jonesy. Can I put a comment? Let's see this. At Chris Jonesy. Let's see if that comment works. I have no idea what I'm doing. Go to Twitter and follow at Chris Jonesy. Okay, I got your handle right. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the testimonial. Chris is crushing it as copywriter. Awesome email copywriter. Really good guy. Go follow him on Twitter. Okay, guys, I got to head out. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. This has been pretty fun. First ever live stream and I did it on both Twitter and YouTube. So this is, this has been fun. I appreciate all your questions. If you have any other questions, the swipe file. I'm going to give you guys a link to a swipe file for everybody's here. The $2 billion swipe file. It is one of the most valuable resources that's helped me become a six-figure copywriter in 12 months by studying this, by hand copying these sales letters and ads every day. I don't even know if this is going to work as a comment. I'm just going to put it here. But download this swipe file. Can I pin this? No, I can't pin it. Go to that link. Go download that swipe file. It's a Google Doc. It's got 73 of the best, highest performing classic sales letters and ads. Go study it. Let's see if that works. Yeah, go study it. Go hand copy these. Pick one a day. Go hand copy it. Go study it. Start with Gary Halbert if you're not sure, and save this as a resource. Look at it every day. If you take one of these, you have 73 days of hand copying sales letters just ready to go. You don't have to search. The reason I created this is because it's my personal swipe file. It's so hard to find these sales letters and ads online. They're all in random places, all these different websites. So I just put the best ones into a single resource for you. So you can go to this, go there if you want to become a $5,000 to $10,000 a month copywriter fast. Go here. This is free. It isn't. It's worth a lot more than free though. It's worth billions technically. So go check out the swipe file, copy it, study it, make a copy. Literally click file and copy, save it, and study those sales letters and ads. Write copy every day, study copy every day, outreach every day. You do those 3 things every single day, and you are going to crush it as a copywriter. You are going to land your first client fast, and you're going to build your business up fast, just like I did. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. I'll have to do this again sometime soon. So take care.